are you doing out there? Happy Friday. Nice to be back. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit. Um, yeah. I am going to be updating a prototype tonight. Going to be multitasking. I was planning on having that prototype done and testing it last night. That didn't happen. But I have another playtesting opportunity tomorrow afternoon, so I'm going to get that done hopefully tonight because I have to edit the video that I recorded today tomorrow morning before like 1 o'clock. We'll see how that goes. My files are currently uploading and it's gonna be a long one. I have an hour and I took 2 videos. One is an hour and 15 minutes, 1 hour, 18 minutes, and the other one's 14 minutes. So I have an hour and a half of unedited raw footage that I need to go through. So that's going to take a while. Hey, Ed, how's it going? You two, what? That you had a game that you wanted to get play tested yesterday and you didn't get it done? If so, that would make me feel a lot better. But yeah, I was just like yesterday at like 3:30, I was like, okay, I could like wolf down my lunch and then just like power through and get this done and then walk all the way to playtesting and like not having playtested it solo at all to make sure I like the changes that I made. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. I am going to instead chill. And then, you know what? The universe was like, here's another playtesting opportunity for you on Saturday. And I was like, yes. So I will be cutting some things and updating some things while we chat. Please let me know how you're doing. Let me know any fun games that you played. This week, I played Speakeasy on Tabletopia on Monday with some friends, and that was my first Vital Lacerda game. If you've heard of Lacerda games, it basically means very complicated games with a lot going on. And so yeah, there was a lot going on, but apparently this is his most like thematic game, and so I liked that because a lot of the things made sense. And what's one of the things I love about well-integrated themes is that they make the mechanics make a lot more sense, make the game a lot easier to understand. And so, yeah, I mean, for this game, I was like, yeah, it's complicated, but everything makes sense. And so it felt like a game that I would design on steroids, basically. Like, you can throw in every idea you have can go in this game. And so it wasn't like complicated in the sense of like, you know, difficult decisions to make. It was just kind of just understanding everything that's going on. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. It did take, a little while to just understand everything going on, but I like the theme. Yeah, so basically you are different people like producing and selling liquor in the 20s, and you're trying to avoid the cops and avoid other mobsters, and it's in New York. And so I think the theme is really cool. And yeah, so I really enjoyed it. It took us like 2 hours to get through 2 acts, and there's 4 acts, I believe. So yeah, we're about halfway through and it took us 2 hours. Hey Kevin, how's it going? Having an apple for dinner. Hopefully you get more than that. Hey Poppy. Hey, thanks for popping in, Poppy. I appreciate you. Let's go to Japan. I've heard a lot about this game. It's like it's a sequel, isn't it? Wasn't there another Let's Go something? Let's Go to something? Or am I making that up? Here, let me look it up so we can all see together. Let's go to Japan. Why do you like it, Poppy? Why is everyone freaking out about this game? Let's see. Okay, I'll show you my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. Hello. Okay, let's go to 7.8. Woo! Josh Wood. Oh, I've heard of Cat Lady. I haven't played it. Oh, and Tiny Towns. I've heard of Tiny Towns. Okay, so maybe this is not like a sequel to something. What am I thinking of? Maybe I'm mixing this up with some. I thought there was another game called Let's Go to somewhere. Hey Dan, how's it going? Yeah, having a pretty good day. Pretty good day. Okay, so let's see. Has anyone else played Let's Go to Japan? If so, what do you like about it? The game consists of 13 rounds in which players draw activity cards illustrated by Japan-based artists and strategically place them in different days in their week-long itinerary. That's fun. These can't-miss tourist attractions will have you bouncing between Tokyo and Kyoto as you try to puzzle out the optimal activities. This is so to maximize. Oh my god, that's so funny. So it's like kind of a running joke with me and like my siblings when we go on trips, especially like Disneyland, is back in the day when, you know, they didn't have Genie Plus and blah, blah, blah. We found this website that you could say like the day you're going and your favorite rides and whatever, and then it would spit out the ideal itinerary for you, which we printed off and we brought to Disneyland. And we were just like, we're maximizing fun. We're maximizing fun. It was like a running joke the whole time. It was pretty funny. So this game feels like, yeah, maximizing your fun on a trip. I already do that. So that's like in board game form. That's pretty funny. The game ends with a final round in which you ultimately go on your planned trip, activating each of your cards in order along the way. Oh, so it's kind of like programming. They say your closed drafting, set collection, simultaneous action selection, solo story. Okay, so it's not programming. What would that be called? So you're selecting your cards, your activities, and then you're activating all of them. Wouldn't you say that's kind of programming? Hey, Grim, how's it going? Well, that's cool. Yeah, I think quite a few people subbed from my Meeplegate video. Hopefully you enjoy my other content. I don't always talk about drama in the board games industry. I talk a lot about my journey as a game designer. I will be making another, potentially controversial video. I don't think it's controversial, but my opinions on something that I think should change in the games industry. I'm hoping to do that next week. So that'll be more of like a vibe of my Meeplegate video for anyone who subbed to my channel and kind of want more of that stuff. I'll still try to do, my sort of research opinion based sort of things on different aspects of the industry that I have opinions on. I'll still do videos like that every now and then. Let's make a bus route. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Hammer. Okay, I think you're totally right. Let's make a bus route. And us Canadians say route, not route. Yes, that is what I was thinking of. Thank you. Because that's also Japanese themed. So I guess that's what made me think about that's what made me think about that. And then it's let's blah blah blah. Thank you. Okay, well, I mean, it seems cool. Let's see the cards. Give me a, whoops. I want an overview, please. Okay. I'm gonna have to watch a video on that, but I've heard nothing but good things about this game. And 7.8 is crazy. 7.8. What rank? 932 with the 7.8. I think it just needs, it has 2,200 ratings. I was going to say maybe it doesn't have enough to be higher But geez, Louise, that is very high rank, and it's only 932. I mean, it's top 1,000 and came out this year. That's amazing. That's really cool. Okay, so Poppy says, excellent theme, great drafting mechanic, and the game has two distinct phases. One, you plan your trip, build your tableau, and two, you go on your trip, describing it to everyone and see how well you planned. Super clever and charming. Oh, it's Susanna! Yay! Thank you. Okay, have a good night. Very cool. Well, Susanna's not here anymore, but if that is online somewhere, we should play that if it's on BGA or Tabletopia. Cool. Let's see. Speak Easy. Let's see how that one is doing. Yeah, 2025. I mean, it is on Tabletopia, but I don't know if it's available for retail. 3.88 out of 5. Whew. I think I've done something above 4. Maybe, I can't remember. But this is definitely one of the highest. Yeah. A lot going on. Let's see if I can find like a good picture to show you just how much is going on. Maybe this one. Yeah, so like, I don't know. That kind of, wait, that looks different. Is that a prototype? That doesn't look like what I played. How about this one? Well, this looks like what I played. Yeah, so quite a bit going on. These are like the different associates that you can like befriend, and then they basically give you an ongoing or one-time power. When we pick this game up, we have it paused. When we pick it up next, I definitely have my eye on one of those because I have a casino in one of these districts, and I got a mobster. They like tell you a mobster will show up here next round, but you don't know how strong it will be. You know the range. You know that the mobster could be like between 5 and 8 strength, so you need to match or exceed that strength. So I am aware of this danger. There is a mobster will be moving into my district with a casino, and I can't lose my casino. It's bringing in some money for me, so I need to boost up my strength on my player board. Can I zoom in here? Yeah, so down here. Boost up my strength on this track. These are all the different tracks you can increase. This is your strength. Need to increase my strength. How do I get it? Oh, there we go. Get one of these guys and also get goons, which hang out in your, they hang out here in your little VIP lounge. I have 2 goons and I have 3 strength, so I'm at 5 strength, but I think the next round, their strength is crazy. It's like between 10 and 15 or something crazy like that. So my casino is a concern, basically. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Oh, my stream keeps dropping out. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to change my settings while streaming. We'll see how that, if that has an effect. So I'm at 3,000 kbps. I'm going to bring it down to 2,500. Can you still hear me? Should I bring it down to 2,000? Let's try it. I'm going to bring it down to 2,000. Yeah, for some reason, YouTube drops out, but Twitch does not. So if you want to move on over to Twitch, I would suggest doing that. Here, I'll put my Twitch, URL in the chat on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, I would suggest heading over to Twitch. head on over to Twitch if YouTube is being annoying, which it usually is. Maybe we'll see if my changing my settings helped that at all. Hey, Tony, how's it going? Am I a hockey fan? NHL season just fired up? I'm sad to say I am not, but I'm a basketball fan, and basketball season's firing up. I actually am going to do a fantasy basketball league with my family. So that is another thing I need to do. Oh, but we're doing a very specific basketball fantasy league. It's just for, because I'm a Toronto Raptors fan, and I only watch the Toronto Raptors. So I don't know a ton of other teams. The rest of my family, they're the same. We only watch the Raptors. So we wanted to do a basketball fantasy league for just the Raptors team. And from what I can see, it's not, you can't do that. Like for any of the fantasy leagues that I looked up, that's not a setting that you can set it to, like just this one team or just these specific teams. It has to be the entire league. I don't know if anyone out there has found a league that lets you do that, but I have not. So basically our workaround is we joined a regular fantasy basketball league, but the rule is you can only pick current or former Toronto Raptors players. And that didn't give us quite enough players to work with, so then we added or any Canadian players. So I'm very excited about that. We are drafting that tomorrow. So I got to think about who I need to make a list of my top picks. My brother made a spreadsheet of all the players that will be available to pick from. So I should go through that list and figure out who I want to get first. I should also think about it, strategically from a fantasy league perspective, who would get me the most points. Like I really like, I'm not going to go too much into this because I don't know how many Toronto Raptors fans are out there, or basketball fans are out there, but I might go for, Kawhi Leonard is a former Raptor. So actually, yeah, that would be my first pick. But yeah, no, I'm not a huge hockey fan. Are you, Kevin? I'm assuming you are. Who's your team? I did go to the Calgary Flames games when I was a kid growing up in Calgary. I haven't gone to a Canucks. Oh no, yeah, I went to one Canucks game for like a work event a couple of years ago. That was cool. My favorite part was chatting with my friend. So yeah, I don't know. Like I grew up like in my family, my dad would always make like a hockey rink or like a skating rink in our backyard every winter. He would like flood our backyard. So we would have a skating rink in our backyard every winter. And so we would figure skate and we would play hockey. And I don't think I actually played any hockey besides that. Like we would do ball hockey in the summer just for fun, but I never played on a hockey team. I played like every other sport, but not hockey for some reason. I did do figure skating. But yeah, as a Canadian, it's a bit weird, I guess, that I'm more into basketball than hockey. Have you played Nothing Personal? Are you able to compare how the monsters work between the two games? I have not heard of that. Let's look that one up too. That just made me think of King of Tokyo though, which I have played, and I just played that last Sunday as well. Oh, you mean like Nothing Personal, like, oh, you mean mobsters, not monsters maybe? Oh, I'm glad that YouTube is better now. Okay, nice. I'm glad you made it over there, Grim. Yeah, I don't honestly know why YouTube sucks so bad with streaming. It's the exact same settings on Twitch, and Twitch does not have any problems. But I'm glad that Kevin is saying that it's not as laggy ever since I changed the settings. Hello, Nothing Personal. No, there you go. Okay, I guess I must have misspelled it. Okay, so yeah, okay, it's another mobster game from 11 years ago. Yeah, so when you said monsters, that just made me think of King of Tokyo, which I played for the first time in a little while a few days ago, and yeah, such a fast-paced, I really love King of Tokyo. It's just so swingy and just like dice rolling. It's just the luck is so high. It's so swingy, but I love it. It's fun. Oh, Tom Vassell designed this. Ah, okay. I think I remember hearing about this, but that he designed it. I always forget sometimes that Tom Vassell has designed games. He's designed Dead of Winter. Oh, a promo. Nothing Personal. And Vicious Fishes. That's funny. Vicious Fishes. Cool. Okay, so no, I have not played this. I have heard of it. Let's see. So it's, you can tell I've looked at this before because this is a different color. Area majority, dice rolling, hand management, and take that. Let's see if we can find a good picture. Well, it's 2.78, so it's quite a bit lighter than Speakeasy. Oh, is it kind of one of those where you're moving up the pyramid sort of thing to the head boss guy? Cool. No, I have not played it. I have heard of it, but it would be interesting to see how it's different from Speakeasy for sure. Let me just see something really quick here. YouTube. Okay, I'm just going to try refreshing this and hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. Okay. Yeah, it says the stream status is poor. Sorry, everyone. I know this is super annoying. Geez, I think it's crazy to have to put my settings down like so freaking low. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, so I'm gonna go even lower. We're gonna go to 1500, okay? 1500. Apply. Okay, considering the default is like 7,000, like this, that just feels so low. But see if that improves anything. Have you noticed a change in how people play games in the past few years? Are solo rules a factor while designing? Notice a change in how people play games? Yeah, I mean, and then you mentioned solo games right after that. I definitely find that more and more people are playing more solo games. And sorry, when I was just showing nothing personal, none of you could see what I was looking at, right? Because I didn't have my desktop. Sorry. You can look it up. Yeah, a lot more people are playing solo games, and a lot more people are open to playing solo games, myself included. You know, up until recently, I was like, what's the point? Like, I don't know. Like, I'll just feel like I don't have any friends if I play solo. It was a mental block. I have since gotten over that, and it's opened up a whole world of being able to play more games. Like, you can play solo games. You can play games with other people. It's all good. The whole end goal is to just play games. And solo, I mean, so many people play video games solo. What's the difference of playing board games solo? So yeah, I would definitely think that's been a change in the past like few years. More and more people for sure playing more solo games. And so you see that in a lot more games having solo variants. Like so many games now are 1 to whatever. You don't see that too often now where it's 2 and up. And I think it's Dan S., one of my members, plays a lot of solo games. And, oh, what was he? What? Oh my God, I was going to make a point about Dan S. and now I totally forgot. Oh, my brain. Anyway, when you play, yeah, a lot more people playing solo games, I think is a big change. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So Dan S like pretty much only buys games that play 1 and up, and I do that as well now. I mean, I do have Lords of Waterdeep, which is 2 and up, which is annoying. So that's like one of my only games that doesn't play solo. But moving forward, that's going to be a requirement for any game that I buy. Is it needs to play 1 and up, because I don't want to be have to be reliant on other people to be able to play the game. So yeah, I definitely think about that for sure when I'm making my games, I want to make sure that they can be played solo. I will either try to figure that out myself, or, the publisher might have someone who does that. Like I know Stonemaier have a whole separate team that only does solo variants for games called Automa Factory or Automa Factory or however you pronounce it. I say Automa Factory, and their specialty is designing solo variants for board games. Oh, now the status is excellent. Hey YouTube. Looks like it says that the stream is excellent now. So we had to go down to 1500 kbps. Now it looks super freaking pixelated if you ask me, but at least it's not laggy. As far as any other changes in how people play games, I mean, there are more games that use, have apps and things like that. I think those kind of had a bit of a blip, and they've kind of gone down a little bit since. Like, I think a lot of people don't enjoy having any screens at all in board games. So unless they do something, they're integral to the gameplay, you don't see that too often. Like, there is an RPG called Alice is Missing, and the whole premise is that your teenagers texting each other and trying to solve like a mystery. And I was supposed to play that last week. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I have like a group that I've played an RPG with before, and I'm trying to get them to be like my RPG group. And so hopefully we will reschedule. But in a game like that, that's an interesting way to use technology that makes it really integral to the game and really adds to it, rather than just having, something on an app to make it slightly faster or easier than just doing it on paper. Anyone else notice any changes in the ways that people play games in the past few years? Trying to think of any other, I guess online, there's Board Game Arena, there's Tabletopia. A lot more people, myself included, are playing a lot more board games online. I never really did that before. I started doing it during COVID. Played on BGA with my friends, and that was really, really nice. Now I play online on stream. I play online with friends. Playing board games online has definitely been a change for me in the past few years. TK says, I've noticed personally I've become way more interested in cooperative experiences in the last few years. Maybe that's just age, though. Do you think as you get older, you like cooperative games more? Do you think that you when you're more like older and mature, you work better with people? Is that what you mean by that? Tony is also saying a lot more co-op. Yeah, I really enjoy cooperative games, and I really enjoy the like social aspect and the teamwork aspect of that, because when I play games with other people, I really want to have that feeling of connection around the table, and co-op games really, really do that. So Grim says, now my kids are older, I am buying games that play solo also, but they just seem to be co-op rules but playing multiple characters. Yeah, it seems like a lazy way of doing solo. We have board game nights with couples, but those are safe go-to games. Yeah, I agree. Playing, they call that two-handed. The solo variant is just taking control of two players. They have that in Too Many Bones. I also have that in Chronicles of Light. That was not my choice. I did make a solo variant for Chronicles of Light. It was decided that they were just going to say that the solo version is just take control of two players. That was not my first choice. But at least there's something in there. So maybe, I don't know if that would be looked down upon, but if I just released a solo variant for Chronicles of Light as a thing that people could do, if I just put that on BGG or something, that might be something to think about, because I agree it's not the ideal solo experience for sure. Hey, Travis, how's it going? It's nice to see so many of you. How is YouTube? Anyone watching over on YouTube, is it looking okay now? it's not showing me what it looks like. It has stopped the preview, but it does say excellent. So let me know if YouTube is looking okay or if it's choppy. So Kevin says, I play solo on the iPad. Lords of Waterdeep is tremendous. Maracaibo is good. And Roll for the Galaxy are great on the iPad. Are you able to play Lords of Waterdeep solo on the iPad? So as far as I knew, it was 2 and up players. But that was very cool if you can. I should look that up to see what changes they make. Maybe someone has made that on BGG or somewhere. Some way to play Lords of Waterdeep solo. Because I would like to do that. Because I just looked at it. It says 2 and up, so then I just gave up. But I should maybe look into it a bit closer. Okay, sweet. Travis is saying it's running smooth for him, and it didn't take you too long to answer that question, so that means that it's not laggy too bad. It might possibly be real time-ish, which is nice. Grim says, I've tried developing games using tools familiar to non-gamers like playing cards and a chessboard. Have you considered easy entry mechanics? I've tried developing using tools familiar to like playing cards. Have you seen an easy entry mechanic? Oh, there you go. Tony just pasted the solo variant for Lords of Waterdeep. I'm like, as soon as I said it, I was like, I can guarantee you someone has already done this. Some fan has already done this. I'll look into that to see. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, so if I'm understanding the question correctly, Grim, you're saying, have I considered using... So, okay, you're talking about components, but then you're also talking about mechanics. So, playing cards and chessboards are components, and those are familiar to people who don't play a lot of games. They're familiar to everyone. So you're saying, have I considered using components like that people would be familiar with, if I'm understanding correctly? I mean, that doesn't really cross my mind, to be honest. I mean, I always try to make my games accessible to most people. And the way that I do that is by not having a super complicated setup, try to make setup as easy as possible. Try to make the rule book as clear as possible. Try not to have it be too fiddly or have too much in-game upkeep, things like that. Yeah, but I guess there are a few things that I think about, what does the average player know? And so one example of a standard mechanic in a game that most people, casual gamers, more experienced gamers, know is the Yahtzee roll. So meaning roll your dice, but then you can re-roll as many dice as you want up to 2 times. And so King of Tokyo has that. Chronicles of Light has that. So I have used that in games. It is something that, like you said, everyone will be familiar with that type of mechanic. So yeah, I guess anytime you can maybe use something that people will be familiar with or recognize is good, but you also always want to be doing new things, So it's kind of a mix of the two, I guess I would say. Okay, yeah, Travis is looking into the solo Lords of Waterdeep. Yeah, you can never get people to play it. Here, I'll copy over. Oh God, I'll copy over the link that Tony pasted in Twitch. Cool. Okay, so definitely gonna keep chatting, but I do want to make sure I make my updates to my game tonight. So let's just head on over here. Okay, so this is what I need to update tonight. I need to lay out and print. Well, I might not print this. I might just draw this. New abilities section for the player mat. I need to print and cut more library books and print and cut more bookstore books. This is the player mat thing I need to do. And that's pretty much it. So, I mean, see, I look at this thing, I'm like, oh, that's nothing. That'll take me like 15 minutes. And then like 2 hours later, I'm still working on it. So right now, I did already set up this file. This is the file we're going to be updating. I'm not used to working on the PC. Usually I'm on my Mac, but it should be fine. Okay, so we need to update these prices and okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that signature will make sense in a second. I'm going to do this. No. You know, computers try to be helpful and then they just make things worse. Okay, good. Okay, just stay there. Okay. So, I want to... and just prefacing this by saying, I recognize this is not the most efficient way to update components in board games. I am highly aware of this fact. So please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. It is what it is. This is what's happening. I do plan on learning a better program so I can make these updates not manually, but this is where we're at. Okay? So, oh no. I forgot. I can't just update this. This is a PNG. Oh my god. Okay, so welcome to my file system. We are on version 10 of this game. I am like reaching a little bit of the fatigue stage for this game, I do have to tell you. Okay, so here is the editable file. Oh, this is going to be so annoying. Oh, God. Okay, it's fine. So we go like this. We go like this. You're probably ripping your hair out seeing how I'm doing this. I know. Okay. I know. Okay. We're going here. We're going bookstore books. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So this is our V10 book. Okay, and so we have $6, 4 points, 2 chapters. Okay, so this one doesn't actually change. So this one, you can stay. The rest of you, not so lucky. You can stay. The rest of you, get out of here. Was it 8? No, that's going to change. Yeah, they're all going to change. So you get out of here. You get out of here. Okay. So that one's fine. So now we are making the $8 one. I guess I should explain what I'm doing here. So basically I'm making a, oh wait, no, it will change because we need to add the signature. Okay. I'll leave that just for size reference. So basically I am adding, where did my signature go? I am adding special books that are unlocked with a special ability that will give you more points and are fewer chapters so they don't take as long to read. Can you please? No. Sorry, this is difficult to do and chat at the same time. But I pasted something here and it's not showing. There, okay, fine. So basically, you can get a signed copy of a book, and it is the same cost as the base books, but it will give you more points. And yeah, we're saying 4 points, and then the base book would be, an unsigned book would be 2 points. So I thought that was fun. So this power will be replacing... Here, I'll show you this. Let's just go back to here for a second. Let's just back up. Okay, so... These are the abilities that you can have in my game. And I'm taking out extra actions because almost everyone who won did that because it's always it's always a good idea to get more actions. And anyone who had more actions could do more things and would win. So I'm taking that out. And instead, I'm going to say once someone passes a certain point on the score tracker, everyone gets an extra action. So similar to Lords of Waterdeep or other games like that, where at a certain point, everyone gets an extra action at the same time, rather than this, where if you want to win, pretty much get extra actions and you'll win. So I'm taking that out. And instead, I'm going to have signed copy. And so that will be at the bookstore, you can get a signed copy of a book, which is same price, but more points. And then the second level, because there's 2 levels for each of these abilities, the second level, you'll get a $2 discount on the book as well. So you'll get access to signed copies, which are worth more points. And if you go to the second level, they're $2 off as well. And so I'm also going to be getting rid of promotion. So promotion gave you more money when you did the work action. So basically it was like, if you want to win, get extra actions and promotion. And inevitably almost every time people who did those 2 things would win. So I'm taking this 2 out. Instead of that one, I'm going to have access to the library archives. So so basically it'll be like you'll be able to take out more books of the same genre, which can be really nice. Everyone else in the base ability can only take out 1 book per genre from the library. With that ability, you can take out 2 books at the same time from the same genre, which is nice. And there'll be fewer chapters. What was the... Oh, yeah. And then the upgrade for that ability will be... you can take out 2 books for 1 action. So that's what we'll be updating on the player map. So let's go back. So that's just kind of explaining why we're doing these things that we're doing here. Oh boy. Oh, geez, Louise. We have a troll on our hands. Oh, gosh. Yikes. Sorry, everyone. I did not see that that was happening. How do I... Okay. I have removed them from the... Okay. Yikes. That's a first. Oh, my gosh. So sorry, everyone. I did not see that that was happening. What the heck? Why are we getting all these trolls? Creepy. Creepy. Okay. Well, if we had a bingo card, you could cross off creepy trolls. Yikes. So that was fun. Okay, so I guess I need to okay. Okay, friends, we might be having like a serious issue. We keep getting... That's the 3rd troll now I've had to remove. If we're being like attacked by trolls, I'm going to have to end the stream on YouTube. If we get one more... Okay, I'm going to end the stream on YouTube. Yikes.